Welcome back to edtech by Meera, and in today's video tutorial we are going to learn how to generate a monthly calendar, or rather a calendar in many different ways using Python 3. So first we build the monthly calendar. For that you need a very simple module to be imported, which is calendar. So this is an inbuilt module here in Python. So import calendar. Then after that you need to create a variable, right? Because you need, for calendar you need years and months. So we need to have a variable which is user generated. So we create a variable called year and then give it a value of something which is generated by the user. So in that, for that reason we use the input function, input, enter the year. Before that we use int because it is a number. We are going to use it by, generated by using numbers. Like for years, for example, 2024, 2025 and so on. Obviously year has to be numbers. So it goes without saying. You can even say just enter the year, no need of writing in numbers. It's understood. So year, so the value is going to be calculated this way: first using the input function, then outside of that the integer function. So first the integer function, within that the input function, and then the script enter the year in numbers. This is for the user to enter the whatever year value. So that will be stored in the variable called year. Then you need to store the values of month in another variable which you need to create, and we call it the month variable. So month again equals to, we want to do it in numbers in order of efficiency, in order to make it more efficient, because everything in numbers. So again we use the integer function, and within that the input function, enter the month. Yeah. So month can be like in letters it would be Jan, Feb, March. In numbers obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 12. We all know that 12 months in a year. Then after that you need to print out the calendar to generate it. So use the print function and say calendar.month. Simple. In Python the code is always calendar.month, means we want the calendar for that month. And then the arguments, obviously the arguments have to be these two variables, the year and the month, because in a calendar it makes up for which year this month is being, this month's calendar is being generated, right? So you need both the arguments, which are the parameters, in other words, year comma month, because year for that particular year, that particular month in that, inside that year. So calendar.month will generate the calendar for that particular year, month in that particular specified year. So let's see how it goes. And then we run it, we run the program. And let's see, enter the year in numbers, because we created the user variable for year. So let's say, for example, you give it some value. I can give it whatever value, 2025 I'm giving. You can even give previous 20 years ago. Enter the month in numbers. Yeah, there you go, for January 2000. Cool, isn't it? So you are not carrying, let's say, a pocket diary. Suddenly you want to know the date, and so you can easily pick up your code editor offline and print this calendar. So cool. Enter the month and years again for last year, 2024. Let's say I don't have a calendar printed, so I just make use of this. So it's very useful. This kind of coding, this one is so useful if you're carrying a code editor in your pocket or even in your phone, Android, you can easily do this. It's quite a fun kind of a project. So I want you to do that for different years. Try that for, say, 1954, 18, whatever year you want to keep trying. It's fun. And then you can show your friends around, your parents around, and see how cool it is. Now here, that was just, nothing else was there to install. It was just the calendar, which is an inbuilt library. We just imported that and nothing else to it, nothing else to install, you know. And for those who are already subscribed to my channel, thanks to them, stay subscribed. And for those who are not subscribed, do smash that subscribe button so that you can make use of all the weekly projects in Python that I am doing currently, and there'll be lots and lots more to come. I'll be starting with the easier ones and then going into the intermediate ones and so on and so forth. So now you learned how to make a monthly calendar. Now what if you want to make a yearly calendar, that is a whole calendar for all the 12 months in a year that you specify? Then it's going to be slightly different in your code. So in that case, scenario, you do not need your month, right? Because you're going to print out for the whole year, all the months. So you just hide the month and then you just do the year variable, enter the year in numbers, whatever. So after that, I will show you how to get the calendar for the entire year. Okay, so let's get that going. I'm just hiding the month variable here because we don't need that. In the same code, you can just modify and then print calendar.month. You don't need because you are gonna not do only for the month but for the year. So print, it'll be calendar.calendar because you already have the calendar function, the Python function calendar. So using that, you have to do calendar.calendar, which means you're going to print out the calendar as in the entire year that is specified. So this is the code for that. So print calendar.calendar, and then the parameter or the argument is just going to be your year, because that will understand that it has to print out for the entire 12 months. There you go. Enter the year in numbers. So let's see, 2025. I don't have my calendar. Hey, so I'm going to print out all the months. There you go. Starting from January, Feb, March, April month, whatever, until the end of the year, which is October, November, December. Yeah. So you just need to scroll and then get to there until you have your December, June, July, August. Everything is there, all the 12 months. So that's pretty interesting, right? And then this not just for the current year, you can do for any year. Previous, past, current, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whichever year you give, it will provide you this function of creating or generating a calendar for the entire year, all the months. So calendar.calendar for that particular specified year. So I'm going to try for a past year. Okay, so enter the year. Let me see, like 2001, for example. That was so many years ago. You might be wondering, oh, can it really exist? Yes, it still can do the job. 2001, there you go. Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, etc., until the whole of the year. It will cover until December, from Jan until December. There you go. October, November, December. So this is the beauty of it. Yeah, so you can do this, show your friends and your parents, and then you can boast about it. It's quite cool. Like, let's say you're not carrying the calendar, you just use your code editor, print it out, and then you can refer to it. You can even use it that way for your reference, for your dates. You can save it as a screenshot also, or you can just generate it on the spot if you have if you're carrying the code editor, either on your mobile phone or laptop or whatever. So okay. Now this you did the calendar for the month, then after that you did the calendar for the year. Now let's say I just want to do it in a different way through the terminal command. Yeah, through the shell or the terminal. So I don't even have to import the calendar. I hide all the codes and then I just straight away go to my shell terminal. Now I'm using the replit here. So I just go to the shell terminal and then I just type out the code here. Python -m or -m space, between Python and -m there's a space, one single space, then -m, one single space, calendar, just write calendar because we are using the calendar module, calendar 2025 or whatever. For example, in this case, I'm doing calendar space 2025. There you go. The calendar for the entire year of 2025, or whichever year you specify, you can type over there whichever year you want. It will come up. No code, nothing. Just write from the terminal using your Python calendar module. Here. It's actually a calendar function also. That's an inbuilt function. So you got all this right from your shell terminal. Yeah, that's interesting, right? Now this was for your yearly calendar for whatever year you have specified. You can also print out from the terminal for your monthly calendar. So how do you do that? Again, the same thing. First, Python. Okay, Python, Python, space, hyphenated M, space, then again space, calendar space, then whatever be the year, you just type out the year, space followed by the month in number. So this is the beauty of it. You can even do it from your shell terminal or your terminal. Yeah, so let's say for example 2004 and then the month 7. There you go. For July 2004, you have your calendar generated already. This is pretty cool, right? So I showed you three different things. First, to make using your main PY, the calendar for the month, then the calendar for the entire year, then using the